Hey guys, it's Tarkin coming at you with another game of Minecraft. Uh, and you're probably wondering how I got up here. Well, it's simple, really. I built a lightning rod. Splash. And I just wanted to show off a little bit of what I've been working on. And we've got a mangrove tree here. I purchased a sapling from a wandering trader. I am like rich as anything now. I've got a couple hundred emeralds. I know it's not much in the grand scheme of things, but I've been working hard on everything. But I just wanted to show off the library in this video. So first of all, we got the rules. They're illuminated at night by sea lanterns. No flame, no torches, no explosives, no redstone, no flint and steel, no chemistry, no smoking. Penalty is banishment to the nether. Inside, it's a little bit of food, a little bit of obsidian with gold blocks lighting the way to the library proper, where the sign advises us to be quiet because this is a library. Uh, I worked in libraries growing up. I worked in one whenever I was in high school at the public library for a few years, and then I worked at the academic library at college one of the times that I went to college. What a fun way to phrase that. But here's an enchanting book. I don't have anything to enchant, but you put lapis in there and you feed it your essence, your experience levels in lapis and an item, and then you get randomly generated things. So sometimes you get this sword, which is terrible because you know, it knocks them back and then you can't kill them efficiently. Maybe it's good in some senses, but sometimes you get this shovel, which efficiency 4 apparently makes it churn through like sand and clay in a fraction of a second. Pretty amazing. But we've got a dormitory over there, we've got a lecture hall here for all the nascent librarians. And here is the library, at least where it is right now. We've got books and books, and these guys are standing on my stairs. And then even more books. We've got, a golem to make sure that people follow the rules. He, of course, doesn't break any of them because golems don't use redstone to walk around. And if any of you prove me wrong, well, then that golem's got to go. We don't have any sort of combustibles allowed. Now, any library can't be complete if it has only one book. But if you were to have just one book, what would it be? It's an impossible question, which is why I posed it. So, in my life, I've been influenced by so many works of literature. It's basically, I don't want to sound too strange about it, but the way that I can experience and appreciate beauty and artistic mastery is one of the ways that I know that I'm a person, because I often feel separate or alien in some way from basically everyone I've ever known. But when I see that this is a thing that people knew was beautiful for thousands of years, and then I see it too, I know that I'm the same as everybody else. I just feel differently about it, and that's all right. It's the experience of knowing that everything in the world led me to be able to read it. And if that sounds a little disjointed from how you would think of things, well, just consider something that way. Everything that ever happened before this moment. And a lot of books that were written are lost forever. Some of them we've got pieces from a monastery. Some of them we found half somewhere and half somewhere else, but the middle third of the halves is gone, so it's not really a full book at all. But what we have here on the pedestal is, this has not been lost. It is the the preeminent epic of Western civilization, and so I would like to read a little bit of it with you now. The Iliad of Homer, translated by Robert Fagles. Rage. Goddess, sing the rage of Peleus' son Achilles, murderous, doomed, that cost the Achaeans countless losses, hurling down to the house of death so many sturdy souls, great fighters' souls, but made their bodies carrion feasts for the dogs and birds, and the will of Zeus was moving toward its end. Begin, Muse, when the two first broke and clashed, Agamemnon, lord of men, and brilliant Achilles. Now you might be thinking, what in the world does the Iliad have to do with Minecraft? Well, there's not a literal connection, dude. But the way that a line of poetry can quicken the blood and shiver the spirit and make you feel as though the world was made to put you in that place in that moment, just like the beautiful sound of falling rain or a perfectly hot cup of coffee, or whatever it is that appeals to your senses. The good and the beautiful in the world is a thing that we are lucky to have access to. Because not everything that has existed still does. Much of the human heritage has been lost. Some of it destroyed purposefully, but much of it lost to randomness and time. And as I gaze up into the sky at this massive lightning rod, built 319 up, as high as the game would let me, here to protect this bastion of knowledge, I wonder how long it'll last. How long this story will be protected from the ravages of time and lightning and fire. How long my story will be fastened to this. So I'm very pleased to offer you this library. I'm calling it the Adequate Library. I hope it will one day become a great library, but there's much to do before that time. But until then, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and I hope you have enjoyed.